Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English GrowLog. Grow your English, grow yourself. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Owen. Every episode helps you grow in English and in life.
Owen, let me ask you something. Have you ever taken one of those long, boring English exams to find out your level?
Oh, don't remind me. Sitting in a room for 3 hours, filling in circles, it's tiring. And sometimes you still don't know if you can actually speak the language.
Exactly. So today, we're doing something completely different. We're going to find your level from A1 to C2 using just your ears and your voice.
And just in case you're new to these levels, A1 to C2 is part of the CEFR system.
A1 is beginner, C2 is near native. We'll explain more later. For now, just listen and enjoy the stories.
I love that. A stress-free test. We have 6 stories and 6 speaking challenges ready for you. It's like a checkup for your progress.
Exactly. But before we start our journey from beginner to expert, a quick reminder. If you enjoy English GrowLog, please hit subscribe and give us a like. It helps our learning group grow even bigger.
And share this episode with your study buddies or coworkers. Let's see who gets the highest level today.
Now, let's start with A1, the beginner level. English here is simple, with short sentences and common words.
Now, please listen to our first story. The topic is learning a new skill.
Hi, my name is Tom. I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. A few months ago, I bought one and started online lessons. At first, it was very hard. My fingers hurt and the chords didn't sound right. I felt very sad and almost gave up. But my teacher told me, "You need time. Just practice a little every day." So I practiced for 30 minutes every day, usually in the evening after dinner. Now I can play a few simple songs. It's not perfect, but I feel happy and proud. This taught me that good things take time.
If you understood Tom's story easily, congratulations. Your English is at least A1. You can understand basic personal information and simple daily activities.
Now, let's test your speaking. Pause the audio for 30 seconds and tell us, what is your name and what is something you want to learn?
Moving on to A2, the elementary level. Here, sentences are longer, and we talk about things that happened in the past.
Now, please listen to our next story. The topic is a weekend trip with friends.
Hi, my name is Jenny. Last weekend, I went to the beach with my friends. We usually go to the mountains, but this time we wanted to see the ocean. We drove for 3 hours. The weather was sunny and warm, so we spent the whole day outside. We played volleyball and had a picnic on the sand. In the evening, we went to a small restaurant to eat fresh seafood. It was delicious. Next month, we are planning to visit a famous museum in the city. I think traveling with friends is the best way to relax.
If you followed that story without much effort, your English is at least A2. You can understand connected sentences about real-life experiences and plans.
Now, pause the audio and try this. Tell us about your last holiday. Where did you go, and what was the best thing you did?
Now for B1, the intermediate level. At this level, English is used to describe feelings, goals, and personal experiences.
Now, please listen to the next story. The topic is changing careers.
My name is James. At 35, I made a decision that surprised everyone. I quit my stable job at a bank to become a full-time baker. Before making the change, I spent a lot of time thinking about the good and bad sides. At the time, my life felt stagnant. I was a small gear in a giant machine. The early days of starting my own business were incredibly tough. I had to learn to handle a lot of uncertainty. However, this path taught me what true fulfillment looks like. I finally learned how to find a good balance between my work and my passion. Now, I earn less, but I wake up with a smile every single day.
If this story made sense and felt natural to you, your English is at least B1. You can understand personal stories about life changes and talk about your feelings and experiences.
Pause the audio. Tell us about a change in your life. It can be about work, study, or daily life. How did you feel before and how do you feel now?
Let's move to B2. It's an upper intermediate level. Here, the language is more fluent. We talk about complex life choices and think about the good points and bad points of a decision.
Now, please listen to the next story. The topic is making a difficult life decision.
My name is Daniel. In my late 30s, I faced a decision that wasn't easy at all. I was offered a promotion at work, but it meant moving to another city and leaving behind my family and close friends. On paper, the offer looked perfect: better pay, a higher position, and more responsibility. But emotionally, I felt torn. I had to think carefully about what I truly valued at this stage of my life. After many long conversations and sleepless nights, I realized that success means different things to different people. In the end, I chose to stay where I was. The decision wasn't simple, but it felt right. This experience taught me that sometimes the hardest choices are not about right or wrong, but about understanding yourself more deeply.
If you understood Daniel's story and his reasons behind an important life decision, your English is B2 or higher. You can understand detailed ideas and speak with a degree of spontaneity.
Pause the audio. Talk about a difficult decision you made or might make in your life. What were the two sides of the decision? Why was it hard? And how did you feel in the end?
Now, C1 is an advanced level. This level involves deep thinking and sharing professional experiences. We look at how failing can change the way we see the world.
Now, please listen to the next story. The topic is learning from failure.
I'm Sarah, a software engineer. Over time, I came to see how failure can reshape the way we understand our work and ourselves. A few years ago, I led a major project that turned into a complete disaster. It wasn't just a technical blow, it was a crisis of confidence. However, with hindsight, I realized the failure wasn't a waste of time. It was a necessary process that forced me to re-examine the details I had previously overlooked. Excellence is often the result of many failed attempts. I learned how to navigate pressure and find logic within the chaos. This ability to stay strong and get back up is the most valuable asset in any career.
That was a deep one. If you followed Sarah's reflection on failure and staying strong, you're doing great. At this level, you can understand the hidden meaning behind what people say.
Pause the audio. Do you agree that failure is necessary for success? Describe a setback you faced and what it taught you about your mindset.
Finally, C2, the expert level. This is the highest level, where language is deep, beautiful, and can show very small differences in meaning.
Now, please listen to our final story. The topic is the meaning of silence.
Hi,
My name is Mike. People often ask, where does language mastery truly end? I believe it ends at the moment you no longer need words to understand the world. In our age of constant information, we are surrounded by relentless noise. We tend to believe that speaking more equates to knowing more. But true communication often occurs in the pauses, in the spaces between the words. Being a near-native speaker is about feeling those tiny, special differences in meaning. When I sit with an old friend in total silence, I feel a profound connection. Some experiences are simply ineffable, beyond words. English is no longer just a set of rules for me. It is a mirror reflecting my deepest observations of life.
If you understood the message and the rhythm of Mike's story, your English is at a near-native C2 level. You can understand with ease practically everything heard or read.
Pause the audio. Some people feel uncomfortable with silence. How do you experience silence in your own life?
So, where did you land? A2, B2, or are you a C2 master? Wherever you are, remember that language is a journey, not a destination.
Actually, most people find that reaching B1 or B2 is a huge milestone. At these levels, you can already talk about almost any daily topic and express your ideas clearly.
That's right. Even if you are at A1 or A2, you can already say so much with simple sentences. Don't feel pressured to be perfect.
Our goal here is to help you slowly move from those basic sentences to a more natural B1 or B2 level, where you really start to get a feel for the language.
If you want to improve your speaking, listen to your recordings and try again. Each time you listen, you'll get a little bit better.
Thanks for joining us today on English GrowLog. We hope you discovered something new about your English journey.
If you liked this episode, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and give us a like.
And tell us in the comments, what level did you reach today? Was the speaking challenge harder than the stories?
We'd love to hear about your results and your learning goals.
Until next time, keep growing, keep speaking, and stay curious, everyone.
Bye.